Grand Rising, wonderful souls, and welcome to Bronwen's Cove Tarot. This is a timeless collective reading on what is coming forward. If you are a new face, welcome in. It's really good to have you here. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back, soul family. It's really good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Please get yourself comfortable. You know how my reads go. Get your tea, get your snacks, get yourself comfy. I hope you've had a good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Please know that my readings are for entertainment purposes only, so if anything comes up in the areas of law, I know I have to say this every time on every one of my readings, but please use your discernment. Anything that comes up in the areas of law, finance, mental health or physical health, know that I am not a professional. I don't claim to be a professional, and if it really resonates for you in those areas, make sure that you're going and speaking to a professional who's qualified in those areas before taking any advice from me or any tarot reader, so to speak. So, what else did I want to say? Yes, if I say he, she, masculine or feminine, know that I am picking up on energies. It's really up to you whether or not you put that into your story, whether it actually fits to your story, whether you need to swap those energies around, whether you want to leave them as they are, or whether you want to get rid of them altogether. It's yours, it's your life, it's your story. You pick it as you want. But please don't make the story fit if it doesn't. If it doesn't resonate for you, that's fine. You know, some will and some won't. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. Now, where is my bell? Bell, 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 bell. If you do not like high-pitched sounds, please turn down your volume now. I got up really late today. Then I went down to the local green space because there's geese and ducks and things there, and I wanted to feed them, and was chilling out with a couple of geese. Became really friendly, actually ate some food out of my hand. It was so cute because it was almost like, you know, when you have a kid and like you're eating something and they'll be watching you like they want some, so you give them something like, ugh, I don't want that, and then you carry on eating it, and then they're like, well, I want some more, so what you're eating must be nice, it must be something different, and you give it to them, they go, oh, I don't want that. That's literally what this geese was doing until I dropped, it was peanuts, until I dropped the peanut in some water and then gave it to it, and then it would eat it. Then we both got chased by a really angry swan because it is nesting season, which was hilarious. What else did I do this morning? I think that's more or less it. I woke up so late. I don't know why I'm telling you this. I'm just sharing my day. So this is going to be a shorter reading than usual because I've only got a specific amount of time left to do readings. But I will tell you what came up, like pre-channeling. I was starting to listen to a podcast and then this dude said something and I was like, oh my gosh, unsubscribe. And I'm not really like that unless there's certain hard and fast kind of rules that I have, and I can't deal with people who are ignorant. And I'll tell you what I mean by that because that's the message that came through. They were talking about autism, and straight away, like when I was listening, like my teacher vibes kick in because I've worked with children who are you know, who have ADHD. I've worked with children who have special educational needs with autism, and what the guy said didn't sit with me, right? Because he was talking to it was an American podcast, I can't remember what it's called, but they had like a British comedian on, and they were talking about people self-diagnosing themselves or just saying, well, I'm neurodivergent, and how it really grinded this guy's gears. And he said, unless you're licking a window or you're wearing a helmet, then you haven't got autism. And I was like, I have to stop that right there, because, you know, I've spent over 20 years working with children, and not every single disability is visible. Not every single special educational needs that a child has or an adult has is visible. And sometimes people who are undiagnosed learn how to mask, and they don't even realize that they are undiagnosed, and they just learn how to mask. And the thing is as well is that when you look at ADHD and you know, and autism, especially in women, and this is my experience, not fact, this is just what I have seen from experience and what I am learning as I go along, is that they don't get diagnosed until later on in life. For some reason, women seem to be better at masking at younger ages as well. And I know with ADHD, for example, a lot of women don't get diagnosed until they're in their 30s. So what that guy said didn't sit well with me. And there was this kind of limiting view that was coming through, as in, if it's not like this, then you are BSing. And he actually said that when people state these things, they're talking bullish, in other words. And I was just like, hold on 1 second. And it really ground my gears that someone would be so limiting in that. And I know that from, for example, the the curriculum that we have in Britain for children under the age of 5 is it's made up of 7 different areas. Okay, so you look at 3 main primary areas, which looks at your social, emotional, and your personal, social, and emotional. You then have oh my gosh, I haven't done it for so long, I can't remember them all. But the point is the reason why you will see teachers taking like notes on their children is because it's for early intervention as well, to see if whether a child is falling behind in the 3 main areas, not so much the other ones, because if they're falling behind, it may be that they need extra support, or their family needs extra support. It could be an early indicator of special educational needs. It could be an early indicator of child abuse or neglect. And by seeing it on that, you can actually see by the time a child gets to 5 is when they start diagnosing properly if a child has autism, if a child has ADHD, if they have this, if they have that. So that really ground my gears. And I know that was a really long way of saying that because we're now 5, nearly 6 minutes in. But what I wrote down was that there is someone here who is not educated in some field, or they don't have a lot of information on it, but they have a very loud opinion on it. Okay, stating that unless your autism is visible, then you are faking, and that you have self-diagnosed, or if you're quirky or eccentric, that you're pretending to get attention. And it wasn't just that though, it was something to do with having a lack of understanding or a lack of education on a specific topic when directing it at you or directing it at someone in the collective, and saying that, well, they can't be so and so because they're not acting in this certain way, and kind of pigeonholing you or pigeonholing someone in the collective and saying they're talking out their butt, in other words, or they are acting out and pretending. It's almost like going, well, if if that person's got Tourette's, how comes they're not swearing all the time and they haven't got massive twitches all the time? Because the thing is as well is that any type of diagnosis, there are more than one layers to them. And I know that what I know, not fact, but I know that with Tourette's, the swearing part is not for every single person that has Tourette's. The same as if you have bipolar, there are different. They say bipolar A and bipolar B. Don't quote me on that because I don't know. See, I'm not a professional, and I don't claim to be. But there's someone here who is not liking the fact that someone here is presenting in a certain way, or someone here is just authentically being themselves, but it has to do with either neurodivergency or something along those lines, and they don't like that someone is either speaking on it, or somebody's comfortable being open and not masking, or it's just connects that into their work in somehow. They connect it into their work somehow, and there's someone here who's either watching this or commenting on this and more or less mocking them, that's heinous to me. That's heinous. I can't. If somebody has, like that podcast, I knew who the comic was, and I'd seen one of the other podcasts before, and I really liked it because it had 2 people from another podcast that I really liked. But when I heard that, I was like, unsubscribe. I can't. I cannot what's the word, condone those who speak upon things like it is factual when they don't have anything to back it up. And it's not because of ego, because yes, my ego is starting to flare up, but it's because when you have some sort of platform, like I have a platform here, there will be things that come up and I will be like, this is my opinion, not fact, just my opinion, and you don't have to take it. But when you have a platform and people are stating it as fact, you will have 2 types of people who are watching: those who have no idea on that topic and will take what you're saying as truth, and then that becomes their limiting belief. And you have those who are more open and will question it and then go in and kind of research it and go, that doesn't make any sense, I'm not going to listen to that. And when you have a platform where you are talking about therapy like this one did, it becomes very dangerous. It's almost like people who talk about the red pill and the blue pill and like really push for the red pill, especially when you have an audience that is, maybe looking for some support, and they end up going on something like that that's very toxic. And they end up taking that as truth, and that's coming through as well. So I don't know who it is who is either mocking you or mocking something that you have said or mocking someone in the collective, but this person has their own platform. Now, it doesn't have to be on YouTube, but they have a platform of some sort. I'm sorry that was so long-winded before I've even taken the cards out, but it's just the way that Spirit wanted to present that to me. So I also had The songs by Eva Cassidy come out, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, True Colours and Wade in the Water. And I love Eva Cassidy. I haven't listened to her in ages. And the other message that came out was backhanded compliments. So this, I feel like this person who is either chatting your name or saying that you are uneducated on something, or that you are, I don't know, you're talking BS, or you're making certain things up to get more views. This person was Somewhere Over the Rainbow, True Colours and Wade in the Water. The Wade in the Water is a very Christian song. It's a beautiful song. I absolutely love it. True Colours, well, there you go. I don't like the fact that you break the mould in some way, I heard. You break the mould in some way. They want to really pigeonhole someone here into a specific category, and they can't do that. Or people like what you have to say, or like the fact that you talk on certain things to do with being your authentic self, whether that means you being weird and wonderful, whether that means you being quirky, whether that means you have stims, you know, whether you stim or whether you have tics or whatever that may be. And you've got the power of 3 here, and rediscover your individuality, become a dragon. They don't like it. Whatever it is that they talk about on their podcast. Someone here's got a podcast. Whatever they talk about on their podcast or in their content or on their platform is very much about how people are supposed to be a specific way. And if you don't do that, I heard it's either against God or it's against society or it's against their community or something along those lines. With the power of 3 here though, it's upside down. I heard disbanded, or whatever's going on with their podcast or with their channel or something along the lines. People aren't watching them. Literally, one person is watching you. Rediscover your individuality, become the dragons, upside down. So these are the people that are trying to make someone feel uncomfortable with being themselves. Very uncomfortable. And you've got here, you must choose, and you've got a clear solution. They've got to make a choice in something when it comes to creativity. Once upon a midnight dreary, creativity, genius, writing, expression, and artistic flow. There's something here about, I don't know, they're trying to make someone feel really uncomfortable either in the environment or being out in the environment. Like I'm at the moment being tested for sensory, I'm already being tested for audio processing disorder. And I'm also being tested for sensory processing disorder, which just means that like things can be a little bit too bright or a little bit too loud or a little bit too intense for me. But over the years, I've had this all of my life, and I'm only being tested for it now, and I'm 40, you know. So I have my own coping mechanisms, and it's not something that I even looked at. And it wasn't until, I don't know, a couple of months ago, and I was like, I'm not regulating myself properly. Why? And when I spoke to the doctors, they were like, I feel like there's someone here that if somebody is the same, and they may see themselves as a highly sensitive person, or they may, there's certain nuances that someone has. Because you know what my doctor said? She said, when it comes to, because I said to her, I don't think I have ADHD. And she was like, we're going to test you for that anyway. And I went, I don't think I have. You know, I've worked with kids that have ADHD. My ex had ADHD, you know, and the way that he presented, no, not me. And she was like, yeah, but the way that you present will not be the same as someone else. I don't think I have. But what she actually said, and I know this is going off on the side for some reason, but for some reason Spirit wants me to talk about this, is that there is the spectrum, and say the spectrum is a line. And my doctor said, there's the line, and we have how we can test for certain diagnosis on these things. But you can have people that are just off of the spectrum, but they still have those things, but we don't know how to test for them. And she said, so that can also be coming into play. Now, that can be coming into play for so many people across the flipping world, right? Whoever this person is, that is bad-mouthing someone here. They don't understand how someone has such a creative mind. And it's because someone's mind is wired differently. Not in a bad way, just wired differently. And this creativity, genius, writing, expression, and artistic flow, with this number condensing down to a 4, this 31 condensing down to a 4, this is something that's been passed down through the family. This is a trait or a skill or a gift that has been passed down through the family. Be that the neurodivergency or your brain being wired slightly different, or just your quirkiness, which is awesome, or it actually being connected to your sacral chakra and your third eye. So for those who this resonates with, you may have, I heard your clairvoyance or your psychic gifts are going to kick up even more. Whoever's doing this, whoever it is that is, you know, just running their guns, I don't know if this person is a family member or they know someone in the family. They feel familiar in some way. They are trying to find a way to get you to choose they want you to choose something. They want you to do it without knowing. They don't understand how they don't understand how someone here always finds creative solutions to problems, but not just that, whatever it is that someone picks up and starts doing, they're good at, no matter what it is. It could be that you decide that you want to go and learn tap dancing and you become amazing at it. It could be that then you go, I want to go and do some painting, and you take time and you become such a good painter. It could be that you are a poet, but there's someone here is multifaceted. That's what I'm getting. There's many layers to somebody's talent here. And whoever it is that's chatting your name, this person, I think the reason why they are trying to character assassinate someone here is because they can't compete with someone. They don't know how to compete with someone because someone is ever evolving or ever changing. Ever evolving, ever changing. So let's put these down. A clear solution is in reverse and you must choose. I want to know about this choice. It's a choice they want someone to make. Okay, what is the choice? Can I get one more, please? What is the choice? The time has come. The time to act is now. And after sadness, happiness and hope returns. So they're blocking something. It comes down to creativity. Someone here may be sitting on their laurels, as in someone's just sitting twiddling their thumbs rather than making a choice. What is the choice? I will watch over you. The power of 3. Okay, so someone within this group of 3, whoever it is that's running this podcast or running this content page or whatever it is, they have a choice to make. They have a choice to make. I will watch over you. The power of 3. Someone's walked away from this. Okay. So this is whoever it was that was stealing some sort of creative content from someone. They have to make a choice and they're doing it in the dark. Because, okay, whoever was working with them has realised that, you know what? You inspire trust and confidence. You do. Okay, whatever you're doing to post on social media, you may have your own, you know, blog, you may have, however it is that you have some sort of social media presence. The people that were supposed to be watching you and going back and telling this person, they're doing this now or whatever, because I feel like whoever's this main person is blocked, or they either can't see in the 5D, or they can't get to you and your social media or something along those lines in the 3D. Either someone here doesn't have personal social media, or someone's blocked this person. They may have made their, let's say for example, their Facebook page is private unless you are friends, or your Instagram, or whatever that may be. Because you've got here the serpentine path to power, and you've got I will watch over you. Knowledge. Someone learned knowledge, forbidden knowledge. Someone found something out. Whoever was working with this person found out some truth about who it was that they were watching or who it was that they were gang stalking. They also realised that there's some sort of light in here, and they've moved away. They've moved away. So they've moved away from this person that is speaking ill of you or speaking ill of someone in the collective. And I feel like also because there's something about your protection, because I heard they're a nobody. So they were questioned. They were questioning what they were doing, or they were questioning why they had to keep watching you. And they were told that they're a nobody, but you inspired trust and confidence even in the people that were supposed to be gang stalking you. Because this serpentine path to power is also, as much as it is forbidden knowledge, because it's reminding me of like Adam and Eve in the garden, you know, in the Garden of Eden with that apple, and that apple coming from the tree of knowledge. There's something about what you're creating is helping it to inspire other people to wake up to their own wounds, wake up to their own path. And there's a choice that this person that is in competition with you that has to make, but they're very much in the dark. They haven't got a clear solution of how they make that choice now, because everyone's walked away from them. And I heard they lied about it being theirs. They lied about it being theirs. And I don't know why I'm getting, when I looked at that 2 kittens, you must choose. It's the woman holding those 2 cats. And it really reminds me of, is it Angela? From The Office. She's very devout Christian, you know. Anyone that wears clothes, you know, if you show a tiny bit of your cleavage, you are a hoe. That kind of energy is coming through. This is the person. I'm getting someone here judges quite harshly how other people dress, or maybe how you dress, irrespective of gender. Mermaid of immersion, complete commitment. And find solutions in unknown places in the darkness. This person can't find any solutions. Why in the darkness though? Why am I getting like a scrying mirror of some sort? This person might use a scrying mirror. Tell me more about this person. Tell me more about this creativity as well. What are they trying to take? Reprise, recovery, and comeback. This is what I mean by this person has lost either a deal, or they're losing brands or sponsors, or there's a decline in their clients. There's a decline in something because the creativity, genius, writing, expression, and artistic flow wasn't theirs. It wasn't theirs. They stole someone else's. They stole someone else's. So whatever content that they're creating, or whatever paintings that they're creating, whatever it is that they're creating, it's off the foundations of someone else's work. And if they're not able to steal someone's content anymore, or steal someone's creative flow, or steal something about creative flow and your sacral chakra. So they may have been tapping into someone's sacral chakra. If someone had like writer's block or creativity block, or like didn't have motivation to dance or sing or whatever it is that you do to express yourself, it's because this person they were siphoning it somehow, but they've been blocked off from doing so. They don't have a clear solution on what to do. They have to make a choice. They literally have to make a choice. And that 2 kittens, you must choose. She's wearing a choker with a blue stone in it for the throat chakra. There's a choice she has to make, that she has to verbally do, or she has to communicate. She may have to contact either you or someone. Who's she contacting? Because you've got here enlightenment, inspiration, epiphany, and innovation. Yeah, this person doesn't know what to do next because they've run out of creative ideas. If they were stealing someone's creative content, creative ideas, creative flow, they've been cut off from doing so. And I heard, so the you must choose is, I heard they either have to tell the truth or run away. Tell the truth or run away. Call of the night, daring, adventure, and excitement. Run away in the middle of the night, you know. Rotted. Tell me about these 2 choices. Tell me about these 2 choices. Redemption, absolution, forgiveness, and penance. So they have to tell the truth and ask for forgiveness? Or what? And you've got here, honor, high standards, and idealistic with nobility in reverse. And literally admit what they've been doing. Or what? What's the other choice that they have? What's the other choice that they have? They need to come and ask for absolution, for forgiveness, for penance, for what they've done. Or they have to continue to be unprotected, to have no shields, and to constantly, something's draining them at night time. And you've got creator coming out here. So whatever it is that this is a mess. They're in some sort of mess. But they've connected with something to help them bind or to harvest someone's energy, and it ain't working no more. I had given up the ghost. But you've got nighttime here with number 5, So they've blocked themselves in this. You've got catalyst, maker, mother and father, but this is giving me with creator, whatever it is that they've connected to, whatever they've connected to is either, I feel like it's draining them in some way. Underneath that, you've got natural, authentic, real and organic, and it's in reverse. And that number is a 4. So this person, I don't know if this person has a family channel. This doesn't have to be a family member. This can be a family channel. Or this is a channel that is also for kids. So like you can watch it with your children and you can watch it with your granddad. It's that kind of PG-13 kind of energy. But people aren't watching this person no more. Because they're realising how fake this person is. Where I'm putting this down is right next to Once Upon a Midnight Dreary, creativity, genius, writing, expression and artistic flow, right? They've been called out for copying someone. They've been called out for copying someone. Now, it doesn't have to be a family show. It doesn't have to be a family channel. It doesn't have to be a family blog. It could be a family blog as in they do this with their children, or they do it with their sisters, or they do it with their husband or with their wife or with their he, she, they. I'm trying to get all of these cards in place. But they're getting stumped on what to do next. Or they're stumped in what to create next because they can't. I don't know how they were getting someone's information or someone's creative flow, like ideas. Because the thing is, it's my belief, it's not fact, but it's my belief that ideas are sentient and that the universe, creator, whoever you see it as being divine source, will place a sentient idea with a person or a vessel that is going to be the best at birthing it in the best way, so that it not only helps and benefits the person who's creating it, but it helps and benefits those around them as well. And in that way, it helps to raise the vibrations of the collective consciousness all the way around, right? Which is why you can sometimes have an idea for a really good app or a really good idea for a book or whatever it may be, and if you sit on it and you don't do anything with it, it may be a year later right across the world in Australia or wherever, you know, someone's just come out with exactly the same book or exactly the same app or exactly the same thing that you were going to create, and you're like, how on earth have they been able to have exactly the same idea? That's because if you sit on that idea, it will go to the next best viable vessel. So there's something here about trying to steal sentient ideas. But they've been cut off. They've literally been cut off from doing so. And this person has a choice to make, and they don't know what to do, because they either have to tell the truth. And I'm hearing it, they're not just telling the truth to you. It's like telling the truth to everyone. So whoever it is on who watches their show or listens to their podcast or buys their paintings or whatever it may be, they have to tell the truth to everyone and take the consequences, or and genuinely ask for forgiveness. Genuinely, not just, oh, I'm sorry that you feel that way or whatever. Genuinely do this, or they have to continue to feel the wrath. This is not, I've just realised, this is not a demon or a low vibrational thing. It's not. This is actually the creator. This is the universe throwing karma at them and going, well, this is what you are sending out, so this is what you're getting back. So they either have to apologize, come forward, tell the truth, take the consequences as they come, or they have to continue to sit in the fact that they are unprotected. They have to continue to sit in the fact that the other energies that they have been working with are draining them. This is not an ultimatum that's coming from whatever low vibrational energies they're working with, because they don't care. They're like, a meal's a meal. I'll eat the meal from you or eat it from whoever it was that you were trying to offer up. Do you know what I mean? But this is the actual creator. This is the actual, you know, God, Allah, Vishnu, divine source, whoever you see it as, stating these are the choices that you have. These are the two choices that you have. Choose. They don't know what to do. But right now, the choice that they're making is to continue now to badmouth someone, to say that you're inauthentic, that you are stealing content, that you're creating a pretend mask, pretending to be someone that you're not, pretending to, you know, make up things about your mental health or about having special educational needs or being autistic or whatever it may be. Yeah, saying that you're an upstart, you're a tumult, and you're trying to set some sort of revolution, trying to get people, you know, shaking some sort of boat that everyone's in, because you've got the consuming family, pressures of peers, excuse me. This, do you know what? I keep getting family, but I'm getting like, it's like a distant energy, or like, they're like strangers. And that's why I didn't know. I wasn't getting this was like your family, but this could be a strange family as well. Because if you haven't spoken to a family member in a very long time, as much as you're related to them, it doesn't mean that you know them. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I have family members that I haven't seen in years, and it's not because I don't like them or anything like that. It's just because, you know, dysfunction happens in the older generations and time goes past and you end up just not knowing who these people are. So you're related, but they might as well be strangers. Do you know what I mean? And it's giving me that energy that there's someone here. There's more than one person here who you could be related to, but you don't know them. You have as much in common with them as a stranger walking down the road. Do you know what I mean? And for some, it could be somebody here that you are related to that is just talking ish about you. Because you've got aggressor, tracker, and provider in reverse. And then you have seduction with allure, desire, and manipulation. These are people that won't come forward. They won't come towards you. This person's very threatened by you is what I'm getting from this. Because you've got eternal youth, energy, newness, and vitality with the number 1, the magician. This is telling me this person was doing something behind the scenes. They were doing something behind the scenes to towards somebody who's not an aggressor, to someone who's not a tracker or provider. And when I say not a provider, I'm talking about someone who hunts, because it's the hunter, right? They were doing this to a very sweet person. They were doing this to a very, very sweet person, and they were trying to play themselves off as a victim. But they've been caught out by the divine, literally just by the divine. And I heard their ancestors don't care for them. But this eternal youth, there's something about taking your youth, your sacral chakra. I don't know if that's your fertility. I don't know if someone had issues with conceiving. This is some effed up energy. Seduction, allure, desire, manipulation. There's a lot of succubus or incubus energy coming through as well. Oh, and they were trying to claim this. They're trying to say that someone here is a Jezebel. Oh, the absolute audacity. They were calling someone a Jezebel. They may be speaking about this on their channel, or saying that, you know, your energy is low vibrational. This is not just about, you know, neurodivergency or being slightly quirky. They were really trying to slander someone's name here. Somebody because of religion. Talking about the commandments, talking about specific rules, about canon. Well, they're not very nice, are they? Where do you want me to go? This one? This one? Yes, okay. Of course, the one's right at the bottom. So let's have a look, see. What do we need to know? Why are they so, when they have a choice to make, when they know that they have a choice, and they know that if they don't make this choice, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse for them, and not by your hand, why have they continued to do so? Why have they continued to do so? For what reason? You've got angelic frequencies. Angels are here. You are safe, potent connection. Because this person's trying to make someone feel unsafe, or they're trying to put them in an unsafe space. How? How? Seraphim's gateway, voice activation, angelic attunement, and divine support. They're trying to remove some sort of angelic support that you have. Energy, newness, vitality. This may have been part of, because we've got the 3 witchy sisters coming out, okay? This is something that they hide. This is not something that their viewers are aware of. I feel like their community around them, maybe a church, a synagogue, or a temple, but it can also be an online community. And I feel like they preach quite a lot about, with religion coming out, things having to be a specific way. And if you're not doing that, then you are either in sin or you're going to, you know, rot in HELL, whatever that may be. But these people are leading a double life because they are not of God. And I'm not religious. This is just what's coming through. They are not of God. You have voice activation, angelic attunement, and divine support upside down. That's why they have the throat. Something to do with their throat chakra. They were trying to steal verbally stealing someone's ideas. And they were doing so with a fallen angel. That's what I'm getting with a fallen angel. Seraphims in reverse. And you've also got halls of Amenti initiation, secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, and initiations. And it's upside down. So they were hiding. They're hiding some sort of secret. They're hiding this secret. Treasures uncovered in reverse. So what is it that they have been keeping? This treasure that they want to keep quiet. They don't want people knowing about, or they don't want to know. They don't want people knowing how they got it. And I heard who they stole it from. Archangel Michael in the house. Let me get one more. Okay, this is also, this is what they're telling people. This is like an absolute role reversal. This is like complete projection of stating to other people on their online community, or trying to get them to be convinced that this person of light or someone in the community was a succubus, a Jezebel, was inauthentic, was acting or playing some sort of role, and going, that's not what they really like off screen. That's not what he, she, or they are like off screen. This person's actually this, and this. This person, you know, they cavort with fallen angels, and whatever it is that they are, whatever it is that they're channeling. So someone here, and I was getting that somebody in the collective here is a very strong mystic, seer. Their clairvoyance, or their clairs, their skills are they're very good. Chef's kiss, really, really good. And it really threatens them. And they're telling people that the reason why they're so accurate is because they are cavorting with fallen angels, or they are divining with demons, or something along those lines, when really that's what they're doing. That's what this is like an old switcheroo. That's crazy. You've got soul star activation coming through. Fulfilling soul contracts, remembering who you are. This is part of a choice that they need to make. They need to, more or less, the creator is telling them, you know, you need to either fulfill your soul contract, learn the lesson that you literally came onto earth to learn, so that you can remember who you are, or you will continue to have the waves upon waves upon waves of the energy that you've put out being sent back towards you. Psychic attacks, not being protected or shielded, having things attached to you during the astral. And I feel like two people that they were either like editing or managing, and they were also, they were definitely like gang stalking and stuff like that online. I had online profiles. These people have stepped away because they're realizing the magnitude of what they are part of, and also the magnitude of who it was that they targeted. Because who they've targeted is a head of pure light. They're someone who is just living their life and going down their purpose, you know, their path, and they're fulfilling their soul contract. They're remembering who they are. And you've got this Egypt, this person who's like a dog with a bone, who wants nothing more. They literally, it's like they want to swap places. Your light irks their demons. It irks the darkness within them. Arcturian light codes, evolutionary downloads, recalling power, future thinking, and it's upside down. Shambhala in initiations, retreating to recharge, trusting the process and dharma. So someone here is being told that they may want to go into a little bit of hermit. It doesn't mean not interacting with other people, but really listening to your energy and what it is that you need at this point, and what you don't need, you know. Let me take this one and have a look. Lightning, control your anger or you'll be sorry. This person's very angry. They're very angry. An emotionally secure and loving family is important to you, and it's upside down. So again, this is with three witchy sisters. This is like a coven, or that they are related to each other. They could be cousins. They could be your cousins. And look, these cards don't even want to go together. Romance is in the air, is upside down, and nest is coming out again. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So somebody has removed themselves from the nest. Cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. Vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. There's a lot of paranoia coming out, or a lot of stress. Because they know that when their online community, I feel like their online community gives them money in some way. They give them money. Or donations. I had a GoFundMe page. But if they find out the truth, and I heard they're getting less views than they usually do. Or people don't want, or they're not getting clients, or they're not booking clients, or the people that they booked before are cancelling and asking for like refunds. They're properly depressed about this. They are stressed because they're now worried that someone is against them. They're not realising that they're literally just against themselves. What they are doing, what they send out to hurt someone else, is literally them just hurting themselves. And you've got news is on the way, okay? News is on the way, and they're really stressed. What's the news that's coming forward? Well, this news is going to make them really stressed out. Why? What is the news? Someone new is entering life, because somebody's coming towards you that they were trying to block. Because this group have been working so hard to try and change someone's perception of who you are or what you stand for. And it hasn't worked. And it says muddled, unclear thinking in reverse. It hasn't worked. Someone here, or a broader audience, or a group, almost like a soul tribe, they're coming in because they're supposed to come in. It's divine timing. And this someone new that's entering your life is going to see you clearly for who you are. Okay? Look, great good fortune is coming towards you because you fulfilled a soul contract. You're remembering who you are. And it says here, arrow, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. And you've got romances in the air is in the reverse. You've got do not be tempted to lower your standards in reverse. And you have a period of ill health and depression in reverse. So they were trying to stop something last October. They've been doing this for a very long time. They've been trying to block some sort of connection coming in, because this is not just about being in competition with your creativity. They wanted something. Or this specific person wanted something. I don't know if they told the others that they were working with what it is that they wanted, or what they were telling people about you. Period of frustration, lessons to be learned is in reverse, because someone's already learned this. And this is the reason why a period of ill health or depression is upside down for you or for someone in the collective here. And it's been thrown back onto them with depression and anxiety, worried that someone is against you. This person's quite paranoid. And I'm not surprised if you're not sleeping, and when you're closing your eyes, things are coming and trying to attack you while you're sleeping. So this person doesn't feel safe in the daytime or at night time. But tell me why romance is in the air is in reverse and lowering your standards, because there's something here about rejecting some sort of offer, or them knowing that you would reject some sort of offer because you've leveled up your standards, or you've healed something that means that your boundaries are a lot stronger and a lot healthier. You're on the road to success. Is upside down. This person was hoping that you would allow someone into your life and it would be the wrong person. And this is now just a choice for them. They're now having to choose how this ends. And I heard it ends in tears for them either ways. They can either take the hard road or the easy road. It's their choice. Hidden secrets can harm you is in reverse. They ain't got nothing on you. I feel like they wanted to bribe someone here or blackmail someone here. They wanted to blackmail someone here. You've got marriage in reverse. This is somebody who may have separated. Protection from a powerful friend is on the side. And marriage. So this is a divorcee. You've got excitement coming out. And you've got mice. Discord amongst friends and family. And new job. So they may have lost their job. You'll be playing a different role. They were expecting you to be playing a different role. They were expecting... It's not just stealing clients. It's not just stealing like something sacral chakra. This was like energy harvesting. They wanted this broader audience, whoever their online community is, whoever this church going, temple going, whatever it may be going, they wanted people to be looking at you in a specific way. This person wanted to wipe you out and take what was yours. And now there is a lot of discord amongst the family and friends, and 2 people have walked away, or they're starting to see, they're seeing whoever this is in the community, I mean in the collective, be that you, for who you are. And they're realising that they were lied to. Hidden secrets can harm you is in reverse. They're realising that what they were told about you was a lie. Home wrecker. They may have said someone was a home wrecker. You have somebody coming forward who is, they've either never been married or they are divorced. They've removed themselves, yeah. They are divorced. That person is the new person that may be coming into your life. There's a lot of excitement coming towards someone here. Tell me more about this new job. About losing this job. This person lost this job. One sec. And it says, Apple, temptation will test you. And remember we had that card that came out that was the apple and the snake. About knowledge. Knowledge coming in. Temptation will test you is upside down. Yeah, you passed a test. Someone here passed a test. Someone was supposed to fall for someone's sexy, spicy energy. Whatever they were sending, and it didn't work. And they wanted to then be like, yeah, this person is a Jezebel. Look, they slept with A, B, and C. And this person is, they're more or less saying that you're a trickster. That you're a trickster, you're a liar. You will say anything to make money. Where are you getting your money from? You must be selling yourself. Re-te-te. Problems to be resolved is upside down. This person is in the doghouse in some way. Protection from a powerful friend. Who is it that protected you? Who protected you? Who is this powerful friend that protected you from family or friends? Who is it? Honor. Someone honorable and respectful is coming to you. It's the same person who is protecting you, who is a powerful friend, or will become a powerful friend, that is protecting you against discord amongst friends and family. And there is a chain of events that will affect your life. Okay? And these problems to be resolved were upside down. So they may be trying to, I heard accusations. They're going to try and bring in some sort of accusations. Something about your main source of income. Okay? Your main source of income. But this discord amongst friends and family. This discord can be coming from whoever it is who has this blog, vlog, a content creator, whatever's going on, their podcast, blah, 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 blah. And it's set up as a family, or they do it in their family home. Or this literally could be a family member that you haven't spoken to in a very flipping long time. Okay? Flute. And it says here, disappointment in a friend or lover, but it's upside down. So there definitely was some sort of plan to, there was some sort of plan to have you fall in love with someone. This is like a love scam. Someone in your family, or this family branded whatever, they were planning to try and embarrass or humiliate someone here. They wanted to have like receipts that they could use on their podcast or on their show. And then they could literally go, because I don't feel like they're actually speaking your name on their podcast or on their show or whatever, but they're being really blatant in how they point towards someone's name or someone's honor or blah, 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 blah. They wanted some sort of receipts. They wanted to be able to go, look, we now have receipts. We have video footage, or we have this, this, and this. This person is a Jezebel. This person gave STI to this person, and then they can actually use your name. And this ain't worked. It hasn't worked. Broom, new home and new attitude. They were trying to stop a home from coming in for you. And you've got birth or conception of a child or an enterprise. This is about money as well. This is about your business is booming, is what I heard. Business is booming. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. But we had over here, we had that skull coming out saying hidden secrets can harm you is in reverse. So whatever it is that they're talking about doesn't matter, because there's something about how they are mixing in truth with lies. But the truth that they are speaking is from a time, if you know this person, it's from a time when your identity was not the identity you have now. And for others, whatever it is they're speaking on is BS. And this takes me right back to the start again of this person gossiping or speaking ill of you and saying that you're making stuff up. There may be a reason why people are locking off their podcasts or locking off and not listening to them, because it's giving me the same vibes as that podcast. I'm not going to say who it is, but the podcast that I started listening to before I started filming, and how I was like, no, I don't want to listen to this. This is triggering. And it was triggering because it was annoying me that this person could be so limited when it came to identifying and diagnosing special educational needs. And no, I'm not qualified in being able to diagnose a child with SEN or with autism or with ADHD, but I can say that in my experience of working with children, that there are certain factors and certain things that over time of observation that you pick up on. And that's when, with early intervention, with all the observations that you say, you then go to your superior and go, I think that this child may need this, this and this. And they go, okay, let's go and call the, it could be speech therapy, or it could be this, or it could be that. So as much as I can't diagnose, I still have experience. And this person here, whatever they're speaking about, other people are picking up on this. This person has changed. It's like they don't have your creative flow anymore. They don't have your energy or access to your energy. So what was drawing people in the first place wasn't even their authentic flow, it was yours. And now that it's been locked off, they're sitting there talking about stuff and coming across as very ignorant or very negatively biased. And people are not vibing with them anymore, and they don't know why. They're like, what's happening here? Why is this person? Why do I not want to listen to this person anymore? Oh, lock off. I'm not going to listen to this person. I don't want to get a reading from them. Or I don't want to, I don't want to listen to that person talk about blah, 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 blah. Or I don't want to listen to that person's music anymore. Whatever it may be, right? You've got family wishes come true. And then you have increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. So someone here, whether that is a family member or this podcast, whoever, their wishes were for you to lose material wealth and spiritual growth. And they were waiting for some sort of news. That's why it came out. They were waiting for some sort of news that you were going into some sort of depression or anxiety, and that you were worried that somebody was going against you, and that you were paranoid. And they're watching you, or they're watching someone in a collective and realizing that hasn't worked. That you've continued to surrender to the flow of life is what I'm getting, because someone here had some sort of lack of motivation to paint or to draw or to do their jogging or to go swimming or whatever it may be, and rather than going, oh my gosh, woe is me, no, they've gone, okay, so this must be a period that spirit wants me just to rest, that they want me to recuperate, that they want me to focus on myself and having a bubble bath or blah 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 blah. And it didn't go the way they thought it would. Someone here just washed this off, gave it up to God, gave it up to their angels, gave it up to their guides, and continued with their day. And this just was sent straight back to them. So they were expecting to get some sort of news stating that, oh, so-and-so is really depressed, or so-and-so is really confused about their path on life, or so-and-so, and they didn't get that news back. And like I said, not only are people not watching them now, or viewing them or asking them for their services or whatever that may be, but the people around them don't want to work with them. They don't want to. There's something about their energy changing. You've got feather here as well. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. There you go. So that's the news that they were waiting for. That's the news they were waiting for. Family wishes come true. They thought that this wish was coming true, and maybe at some point it was working. But not for long. Not for long. Because now they're waiting for some sort of news. But they're not going to get the news they thought they would, because someone you know is undependable and insincere is upside down. They were waiting for... It's not just someone to say, oh, that person's unreliable, or people aren't watching that person's YouTube channel anymore, or people aren't, you know, buying that person's music. No, it was like something official. They were waiting for something official to come in, stating that, you know, either your business has closed, or tax fraud, or something that they could pin that would be like concrete, that they could then use. Like I said, something concrete. It was relationship wise, and something to do with your business, or something to do with the way that you bring in finances, or where you get your income from, that they could use as actual receipts and be like, this is the type of person that you've been following, or this is the type, didn't I tell you? But they're there in the background playing with like fallen angels and all that rest of it, and red-tear to do this to someone just so they can go and go, I've got receipts. And it's coming out the opposite. This person's very stressed out. This person's very worried, because they're going to be outed as not only being inauthentic, as not only being not being creative, but stealing other people's content. And on top of that, the group that they're telling, the group that they're pushing all of this on, are very strict religious when it comes to their Bible or their Quran, or the way things are supposed to be. And they're pushing that this person is a Jezebel, this person is working with fallen angels, when it's them. Not only are they going to be called out for doing this, and there's something about they owe money, or they owe something for what they've been stealing creatively, because it's not just creative flow, it's physical work, or lyrics, or something like that. So they're going to owe a lot of money, but they're going to be completely and utterly isolated or ostracized from their own community, because they're going to be outed as being the Jezebel, or being the one that works with demons, or works with, you know, low vibrational fallen angels and red-tear. I don't know why I keep saying red-tear, because that is not how I usually speak. A journey, either physical or mental. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Well, that is not our problem, is it? Someone is behaving stupidly. Well, you can say that again, right? Right. Pay attention to your work, and it's upside down. So someone is trying to get you distracted from what it is that you are creating. Pure jealousy. That is crazy. I'm going to leave it there. It was supposed to be a short reading. What happened to me? I'm going to leave it there. I hope that gave you some confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively know. If you are new to my channel and this resonated for you, I would love you to hit on the like, the subscribe, and the notification bell so you can see more of my content. And if you are a returning subscriber, soul family, hearts, kisses, stay awesome. Please know that my readings, my personal readings, are closed for the foreseeable future while I just go through those who have already reached out to me from December up to present. Once I have got through everybody, I will be opening them up again, but not for a while, not for a couple of weeks or so. You can email me if you want to. I'm not doing a waiting list at the moment, so if you email me, you will not get a response from me for at least 2 weeks. So it's best just to wait until I tell you that the readings are opened. Anyone that would like to leave a donation is not expected in any way, shape or form. It's for my housing fund, so that I can move out of my mother's. I love my mum. If you have already sent me a donation, thank you so much. I truly, truly appreciate you. Every penny counts and every penny is saved. Anyone that, what was I going to say? I've forgotten. Anyway, my donation link is down below. It's through PayPal. Thank you so much, you guys. Stay awesome, and I will see you in the next reading. And remember, if anyone in the comment sections of any of my community posts or in my videos connects with you to say either they are me and that you want a reading, it's not me, please just block and report them, okay? And if you see any of those messages saying, oh my gosh, I'm so great that I found this channel, and if you go to cryptocurrency and you can get this much in a week, block and report them as well, because they're just they're hustlers trying to hustle, and that's it. I'm gonna go because I need a drink of water. Love you guys. Bye.